Hey you guys, welcome to another episode of Advice Lounge. I'm Kelsey Sanders.
And I'm Kevin Andrews. Now every week, we take some randomly chosen emails submitted by you guys, our members, and try to give you advice on anything and everything that you could possibly think of.
That's right. Now some of the topics may be considered a bit mature, but many teens today are faced with these situations, and we just want to provide a place where they can feel safe about getting good advice from their peers.
Alright, so our first question is from Philly Kid, and he writes in and asks, what is a really cool place to take a girl on a date? And I've done the usual movies and dinner thing. Well, sharing fun experiences with a special person is a great way to make a good first or second impression. Basically, just think about what activities might interest your friend. Plan a hike and a picnic in the park, or go for a bike ride or horseback riding. Just remember, it's all about the fun. You don't need to be an expert on the activity. Sometimes the most memorable experiences happen when you just throw caution to the wind and are willing to laugh, even if it is at yourself.
Anonymous wrote in, my boyfriend gets jealous about other guys. They're just friends, but he doesn't like that they text me all the time. Some of them hint about hooking up with me, but I just ignore it. He says I shouldn't be friends with those guys. I think that he's just insecure. As long as I don't do anything with them, it's okay to still be friends with them, right? Well, you may not really like this answer, but your boyfriend may be right. I mean, if the boys are hinting about hooking up, odds are they would love to get you alone. I mean, you just need to think about what's more important to you, your relationship with your boyfriend or your friendship with these other boys. You may ultimately need to make a choice.
So Pete writes, I chat with this girl online and I want to meet her in person. It seems kind of weird though. What should I do? Well, striking up a friendly conversation online is one thing. Meeting the person is another. I mean, there's no guarantee that the person you're chatting with is who she says she is. I mean, people online can assume a variety of identities just to lure kids into meeting with them. And when you show up, you never know who will be there to greet you. Now, if you're so convinced that this person is legit, meet her in a very public place, like the mall. And bring your parent along, but tell them to hang off at a distance so they don't cramp your style, but can keep an eye on who shows up for some added safety. Because although you want to give her the benefit of the doubt and bringing a parent along might not be the coolest thing in the world, it's definitely better to be safe than sorry.
Alright, next we have ValGal32, and she writes, a lot of my friends are always drinking and bragging about getting drunk. Why is this such a big thing to do now? I think it only leads to trouble and makes them do things they might not normally do, especially with boys. I don't want to be a nerd, but I don't like the effects that I see that alcohol has on people. Well, teens drink for a variety of reasons. They may be sad or lonely, they may have a bad home life, or just simply want to fit in with their peers. Regardless of the reasons, though, it's best not to get sucked into this craze. I mean, it sounds like you have a really good head on your shoulders, and if bragging and out-of-control behavior is the only way for your friends to have fun, it may be time to find a new set of friends who share your values and beliefs.
Now, Anonymous wrote in and asked, I'm 17 and my girlfriend and I want to have sex. I want to be responsible, so how do I know which type of condom to buy? Well, before you rush out and buy any condoms, make sure that you and your girlfriend have reached the age of consent in your state. Now, the age of consent is the age which you are legally allowed to have sexual intercourse, and both of you must be of that age in your state, legally, that is. Now, as far as which type of condom to buy, that's something that's going to come along with time. I would definitely recommend getting the one that offers the largest protection against sexually transmitted diseases. Now, as far as everything else, it's just going to come along with experience and practice.
Anonymous writes, how can I tell if I'm sexy? Well, first you need to figure out what sexy means to you and why it's important to feel that way. Being sexy means different things to different people, and with so much attention on young celebrities these days, being pretty doesn't necessarily equal sexiness. If you feel good about yourself and the choices you make, then that feeling will shine through, oozing sexiness wherever you go.
If you want to submit your question for a chance to be featured on the next episode, go to the Advice Lounge homepage and click on the Submit to Advice Lounge box on the top right side of the page.
That's right, and who knows, maybe your question will be chosen.
You never know. So this is Kevin Andrews
and Kelsey Sanders for Advice Lounge.
And remember, he who asks is a fool for 5 minutes. He who doesn't ask is a fool forever.
So ask away and catch our next episode only here at teenphase.com.